let's talk about Harry Kane because reportedly he's not happy at Bayern Munich. And it's actually crazy when you think about it because when he first joined them last summer, I said Harry Kane will finally win a trophy. But it looks like this guy has brought Tottenham to Bayern because it looks like they might not win anything this season. When's the last time Bayern Munich went a season without winning a trophy? I don't remember. They've won Bundesliga the last 12 years straight. And I don't know if they win it this season. Bayern Leverkusen are doing a madness. Bayern Munich are just struggling right now. Their form has dipped. Thomas Tuchel is on the hot seat. And now there's reports that Harry Kane is not happy. And guess who's in the mix to sign him? Or reportedly talking to sign him? Chelsea. If you're Harry Kane, you would really leave Bayern Munich to sign for Chelsea? I just cannot believe this if it's true. Now, I'm going to say he does not leave Bayern. No way. They signed him last season. They had to go through long negotiations with Daniel Levy. You think they're going to sell the best striker in the world 1 year after they signed him? No, that's not how Bayern Munich operate. Harry Kane has about 3 or 4 years left on his deal. He's not going anywhere until Bayern are ready for him to leave. And if you're Kane, what are you, a loser? You want to leave Bayern Munich to go to Chelsea. Bayern are one of the best teams in Europe. You're actually at a club for the first time in your life that has a chance to win Champions League. That you know you're going to win domestic trophies. Maybe not this season, which would be crazy. But you know it's going to come in the future. Why would you want to leave them for Chelsea? Chelsea are not that good right now. And I think if they had Kane, yeah, they'd be better. But even if you put Kane at Chelsea, they still not going to win the Prem. They're not going to win Champions League. At most, I think he could win with Chelsea a Carabao Cup or FA Cup. But is that good enough? I don't think so. But aside from Bayern Munich not being a selling club, I also don't think Chelsea would really want to sign Kane, if I'm being honest. I mean, look, Todd Bowley don't want to sign you if you're over the age of 22. He's running a Jeffrey Epstein Island kind of thing over there. There's just no way you're telling me that Todd Bowley, who his board have declined signing players that are 26, are going to go in for Harry Kane. You remember James Maddison was a target for Chelsea, right? And the report came out that the board decided to not sign him because he is too old. He was 25 last year, bro. I think he's 26 now. There's no way Chelsea go in with any respectable bid for Harry Kane. Just no way. I just cannot see it. But if you're Kane, I could understand why you want to go back to England, right? You're still chasing that Premier League all-time goal-scoring record because you scored a lot of goals at Tottenham. So if you just go to Chelsea, you could continue doing that. On top of that, Pochettino is Chelsea's manager. He was at Tottenham, the manager there with Kane for a very long time. So he's going to be able to fit into that system right away. But for me, Kane, you'd be out of your damn mind to leave Bayern Munich. You're finally at a club that's serious. I'd say that Bayern Munich are a top 3 club in the world in terms of every single season. They're going to be competing for the trophies. They're going to be in and around the conversation for Champions League. They dominate the Bundesliga. They dominate all the domestic trophies in Germany. Bro, stay there for the next 3 to 4 years and just rack up the silverware. There's no need for you to be leaving. Makes no sense. And again, I don't think Bayern Munich are going to want to sell him because then how do you replace him? And again, Chelsea, I don't think they're going to want to pay the money that would be required for Bayern to even entertain it. But again, if you sell Kane, how do you replace him? What striker right now could go into Bayern Munich right now and give you the same output that Kane can? Because to me, Harry Kane's the best striker in the world. I think he's the most complete as well. He could play up front. I think he could also play as a 10. He can drop deep. He can pick up the ball. He can dribble. He can pick out a pass. He's a fantastic finisher. He can dribble. He can link play. Harry Kane is a monster. And I think if he is seriously thinking about leaving Bayern Munich to go back to England and join Chelsea, I don't know about his mentality, man. This guy is a loser. And I was finally bigging him up for making the decision to leave Tottenham. And I know a few years ago, during the summer window. He was trying to force a move, and I believe Man City were in for him. This is before they signed Haaland. And I think Chelsea and Man United were also in the mix. But then he ended up staying at Tottenham because he didn't put his foot down enough to force that move. But I remember he went and did like an interview saying that he wants to leave, etc. And he stayed, ended up getting his move a few years later to Bayern Munich. But now after half of a season, the reports are coming out that you're not happy. I think Bayern are doing everything that they can to make you happy. They signed Eric Dyer, for crying out loud. What, you think they seriously wanted him? He's shit. But he's English. And he was also your former long-term teammate at Tottenham. They were probably looking at it like, yo, we could bring in another guy that speaks English, that Harry Kane's familiar with, and he'll have a mate here. But nah, this deal's not going to happen. Absolutely no chance. And if it does, I'd be very surprised, and we'd have to... Look, to me, trophies matter. But I'm not going to judge him solely based off trophies when I call him one of the best players in the world and the best striker in the world. But if he leaves before winning a trophy at Bayern Munich to go back to Chelsea, somebody needs to go check his head, because it would not make any sense to me. But get in the comment section and let me know if you think Harry Kane will leave Bayern. No